Yeah. Welcome back to our vlog in the garden. I think we're going to change the name. We're going to change the name to
Remember to like and subscribe.
British-Filipino family moving to Cebu. Yeah. The big news, the big news is that we have now agreed to sell our house. We have an agreement. So we are sold subject to contract, which is rather nice. It's especially nice that we have achieved our more than our minimum selling price that we wanted. Not quite got our ideal price, but that's gone. That impediment has gone. So we're now starting to camp indoors. I say that because I spent a couple of hours yesterday putting stuff on eBay, and we've started to sell it already. Some things will be collected and paid for tomorrow. Yeah, so all progress. So the first thing is that we've actually now seriously got to think about the logistics. So we are continually scanning for flight availability. We hope to go in August. I certainly know that flights are available from the end of July. We will not have completed the legal process by then. The estate agent's advising me that at the moment, from acceptance of offer, which is where we are, to completion of the sale is 10 to 12 weeks. I thought it might be quicker, but we really have an excellent solicitor. Bless her, she's brilliant. She did our last sale and purchase. So I am happy to get everything ready and then leave her to complete the sale with us not being here in the UK, and instruct her if there's an emergency to contact Ashley. I have put her details below because she really is very good and deserves a recommendation. I don't get anything from it, by the way, I'm not on commission. Claire is just very good. To the logistics, the other part then is how do we move the furniture that we need to move. And again, I'm going to post down below down there, you know, the details of Rhod. We're basically going to use Balikbayan Boxes or that process, and we're packing already some 3 small boxes to get sent next week. That's so we'll have something when we arrive, and then the main stuff will be dispatched a little while before we know we're flying. So that's all good. We have a house that we will enter into the purchase of next week in the Philippines, and I will post some photographs of that. It is very okay. It's not exactly our long-term home, but we will be able to live in that, and I think where it is, the price that it is, because of some of the distressed sales in the Philippines right now, it'll be an investment. options for our main house. This is what we will do after we have completed the sale here and we have more capital available. Well, Rhys and I are still in discussion. You'll know from earlier videos that we have a plot which we have bought with DJ, and we're still not we're still not committed as to whether or not we're going to build our house on that plot. We are very, very keen. Well, I am very keen. We are not so very keen on the judge's house next door. And again, I'll insert a picture so you can see where that is. It appeals to me because it has better access to the main road than we get from our plot. It appeals to me because it's got a nice view, and where the plot is, I really, really like the location. We could buy that at a price which would then allow us to have a second home in the south of Cebu, somewhere near the sea, which is what I would very, very much like to do. It's, the plans that we developed for the plot originally, before we started to have reservations, were for a house based on our house here. And that's a really big house. It was intended to be a really big house, to be able to welcome our friends and relations from the UK and about. It would cost us 8 million, 8.5 million maybe, to build it, complete the swimming pool. I'm beginning to think that we could probably spend that money much more wisely, and that wisely spent money, dear, oh dear, oh dear, would be for the judge's house, plus a plot and a modest, or more modest, but high capacity house in the south. What I mean by high capacity is that it would be 3 bedrooms, which is enough for us on a regular basis as a weekend abode, but easily accommodate another couple or 4 more family members, something this way, sleeping on the floor maybe. But that's our thinking, and I already have a design in mind for that, based on an American bungalow, and I'll pop up some details of that design, at least the design that it's based on, rather specifically what we're going to do. So that's the news. That's the news. In parallel with that, Rowan has got the details of starting school here in September. But we're just very, very excited about getting going. We will keep you posted with the trials and tribulations. I hope celebrations. Oh, sorry, the other news. I'm hiding it, aren't I? Seriously back on the diet. Seriously back on the diet. Slimming World has my attention again. At least I don't have to count calories, but I have to know how sinful I am. So here we are with a diet dinner. Yes, that's right. It is another salad. But to go with it, and by the way, we won't eat all of these, are baked potatoes in their jackets, and both an ordinary potato and a sweet potato. And to go on it, this is seafood in a lovely dressing. The dressing is made with low-fat yogurt, low-fat creme fraiche, and a little, not a lot, a little very light mayonnaise, a little tomato sauce, and oh dear, what do you call it? Red tomato puree. The spicing in there is an 1/8 teaspoon of smoked paprika and less than a quarter, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of celery salt. And we are going to enjoy that. Just in case you're wondering, the little man who's making all the noise there has his usual lovely num-nums hot. Don't you, Cuckoo? Yeah, Daddy made it for you. So there you are, we're going to have our tea.
Please remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.